Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. We are just closing up here as we get close to the New York close in our equities. Today is Monday, March 21st, almost that 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let's just go into it right now with our micro oil. You can see we opened gap up, quite a large gap from Friday's close, not even in the range. They found initial resistance at our HVA levels that we give out to our students the night before. Yes, the night before the next trading endeavor. It had an issue getting through that at first, came back down, found support, and then finally broke through it. And then it kind of just stayed up there, didn't want to come back down. So that it for the most part, still untradeable with how large these bars are. But we ultimately closed around just under $110. You can see, again, those high volume areas that our students are getting are holding quite well. Now moving to gold, we opened in its range from Friday, just below the close. You can see, and opened right on that level, and it held, came back down, made some new lows, and then they just shot up, ton of buying, and they just went sideways for the remainder of its opening day. They did try to come back down here a little bit, so we practically closed a little, no, I want to say just a little higher than Friday, not by much, but in the end, net positive for both oil and gold here. Now, our equities, you can see they're still ticking away here as they wind down, but again, they also opened inside of Friday's range. Mondays usually are not the greatest days, but they can have some good entries nonetheless. We opened just slightly below the close, and we immediately shot up, made some new highs, new contract highs, came down. They didn't respect the levels the first 30 minutes or so, but you'll see that changing as you get some entries in these areas here off those levels on both long and short. But ultimately, they did try to make some new highs, only for the sellers to step in yet again and bring it down, making newer lows. Friday's range was quite large compared to today. We didn't get past it, but we did. If we close right now where we are net down for the day compared to Friday. We'll see. We've only got a few more minutes here, and they're not terribly far away from, what is it, another less than 15 points or something like that before that close, 15, 20 points. So it's not terribly far away from Friday's close in the ES here. Now, micro Nasdaq, similar story, opening up inside of the range. Let me blow that up here. Below the close, just like in the micro ES, but we opened up on that resistance from the HVA, and it had a tough time getting through it, so it had to reconsolidate within a minute. A ton of participation first 30 minutes always, and it finally broke through and came up, made some new highs in our contract here, and then came down, found support briefly before coming down and having those sellers take charge, like we saw in the ES, making some new lows, and then finding footing before heading back up to test those highs. And they didn't really get to the top, so they didn't actually test the very highs, but they came close from what I can recall. If not, this one did make a new high. But ultimately, sellers did step in again. You can see the size of these bars here, just stepping in and driving the market down through lunch. And then there was some recovery. And that brings us to where we are now as we are closing the markets here in about 4 minutes. So we are closing, it looks like, net down for the day in the equities. They may inch their way higher. Who knows? We still have about 5 minutes or so of, I say tradable. Really, you shouldn't be trading at this time. Anyways, with the close of the New York exchange here, But net down as of right now, again, these levels are given out to our students the night before the next trading endeavor. Hard to believe for many people, but it's what we do here. It's based off of our methodologies that we have here. Granted, there's two methodologies that are taught here. One's more advanced. This is more of the for all people that are interested in learning how to trade. And if you are interested in learning about these levels or how to trade, feel free to reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook, or you can go to our website at targettradingacademy.com. Get in touch with a representative there, and they'll give you a quick show of the room, and you'll quickly see why for yourself, why we are the #1 trading education company in the world, and why we have so many live profitable students in our rooms each day. So again, if these levels are something that you're wanting to put on your charts, feel free to reach out to us. If you need more questions answered about them, again, reach out to us. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the rooms.